Hey everyone, Speech Multiverse here. I have something to talk to you guys about what I just see in SML's video. It's called Junior Beats Up Baymax. As you see that right there at Disneyland, it was terrible from SML's video. That right there could have been demonetized. And I am disappointed what I just see too. He shouldn't make that video in the first place. That right there could have been like a harmful thing itself. And I said it from last time before, what will happen harm a kid? See? See what I mean? And Cody made a rightful example about that. See, this is the reason why SML will lose their channel in the future. This is definitely not a good content to see. I said before, they need to be careful. But there's another mistake again. Another mistake. Every time that Logan makes a video and now something bad happens in front of it. Something really bad. And now he plays Junior and start to beat up Baymax from the Big Hero 6. That was years ago from that movie. And he decided to beat up that type of that mascot of Baymax at Disneyland, California. Oh my goodness. That was terrible. And you get sued for that too as well from that type of attack. And it does cost a lot of money over there. Yeah. Disneyland, California is humongous amount of money. It costs billions and billions of dollars of attacking of that employment. That attack right there can lead to a lot of charges and straight to jail. Logan, you need to be careful, dude. What I see right there was not a good video to make. And that video will be demonetized really soon. Other people might see something that's bad, they will report it. They will. And get that video demonetized, aka deleted. YouTube guidelines definitely do see everything what you're doing. They will say to you of a strike in the message in your own email. They'll say, please be careful you make on your videos. And they give you proper examples and rules sets. Each rules of itself of everything you're going to see. Each part rules, they put you down straight to it. You look at it and you see something that's completely understandable. Because if you don't follow it, they'll delete your channel. And your 10 million subscribers will be all gone. All gone. They have the power to do that. They do. YouTube guidelines and YouTube headquarters and YouTube co-owners can get your account completely gone and deleted. You don't want the same routine for yourself back at the past. Because remember last time you made called Junior Sue Disneyland, the one that you did towards 2, aka that plushie one stripping his clothes off. That is bad sexual behavior and exposement as well. And now you obviously make that video called Junior Beats Up Baymax at same category at Disneyland, California. That's not smart, dude. That's not smart. No, it's not. You're making it worse. You're not understanding about the rules. When you follow the rules on YouTube, you keep your channel nice and protective. Because otherwise, the YouTube headquarters have enough of you and they will certainly disable your channel. It'll be all gone. AKA terminated, gone. Your 10 million subscribers you reached is coming to an end. Yes, it'll come to an end. You need to know that YouTube officials are watching your channel. They're watching it. Yes, they are. Doesn't mean you're invisible. Doesn't mean you have a private zone. It's worldwide. It's public. You put on publicly itself, and they will see what you're making. And I think the YouTube admins doesn't appreciate what they're looking at. I don't think so. Because beating up an employment costume at Disneyland, California is not a good idea. It can land towards a lot of charges to the judge. You go to court for that. You can't go to court. That is not a good thing to do. Play as Junior and start to beat up Baymax. Why you want to beat up a superstar from Disney? That's not okay. No. That's like committing a bully towards the biggest, most, magical things as well too, at Disneyland. No. And most of all, you got kicked out means like you can't go back there anymore. Of what you did right there is completely wrong. Because, Logan, what was that a good idea to make that video? Absolutely not. Other kids might see that and they might think, why you beat up Baymax? He's my favorite hero and stuff like that. You'll make the kids cry. You'll make them cry because you used Junior to beat up Baymax at Disneyland, California. And what will happen to the kids? They will feel sad. When the favorite type of series itself from the Big Hero 6, they liked that movie past years ago, yes. But why want to beat up Baymax? Why? It's just a costume. It's just a costume of, aka meeting the kids, meeting up with everything else. Because you don't beat up that type of character. That's not a good thing. It's a really, really bad. Because you might get a lot of charges. Like I said, you get a lot of charges, you get arrested for beating up something that's called highest deployments in Disneyland. Yes, if you beat up something that called deployments from over there, they will get you behind bars. They will do that to you inside Disneyland. If you do that, you get arrested, you get handcuffed, and most importantly, send you towards to the jail cell. Because you're not supposed to attack one of their employments at Disney. It costs a lot of money. Yeah, you think it's all cheap and everything? Disneyland and Disney Worlds are really expensive. And Logan, you're not careful what you're doing. No. You're not careful what you're making either. That video right there was not funny. No, it wasn't. It wasn't funny at all. I see something that was terrible. Very, very terrible. And that video will get demonetized. And it shouldn't have been making that video in the first place. No, it wasn't. Should have made the video at all. You could have been much more wiser than that. But no, you make something that's completely hurting kids. That's not okay. That's terrible. And all the people might see your video. They will say this YouTuber is a terrible, terrible contenter and terrible towards to everything. Because they may look at the list, what you made and stuff, and they see something that's bad. And now they probably saw what you did too as well over like yesterday. They didn't like it. No. Neither do I didn't like that either. Because why want to make that type of video? Because Logan, that's another bad option to make. Another bad option. You overstepped it in the wrong way. And most importantly, you could have like leave Baymax alone, the character that made. But no. You decided to use Junior to beat up Baymax. Dude. A terrible choice to do that. A terrible decision. That's not a good idea to attack employments at Disneyland. That's very wrong. And also, that type of employee probably got bad bruises because you made that situation badly. He's in the hospital now, and you probably attack an actor with called Baymax itself, and you hurt him. Dude. That's really awful and disrespectful. I understand it's just Baymax itself, but that was years ago. He is added in Disney crewmates. That means he's added in, not to attack it. That's not okay. No. It's very, very wrong. It could have made an example out of you two as well, but you decided to ignore that. You didn't care. Another bad mistake of what you made that video, Logan. That right there could have been lead you towards to jail. Yes. That could have been for you end up behind bars and you lose your channel 100%. Yes. Because if you make another bad video again, it'll get demonetized and YouTube will tell you one more bad video or one more bad behavior, it'll be terminated. YouTube officials are watching this. They're watching you, dude. They're not like invisible. They're not like AKA, oh, we don't see anything bad. They know everything. Yes. Doesn't matter what time they look at it, they will look at it no matter what. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they decide like, I don't see anything about that. No, they have their ways. They have their ways to look at your videos and check your channel. And they appreciate you reach 10 million subscribers. But each video you make will do something bad from it. They will put a message on you. They'll tell you that you're not doing it correctly. You're doing it the opposite. And opposite means you're doing things a random reverse of what you're making videos. That's not a good choice. It's a bad one because you're not paying attention about the guidelines on YouTube. Rules is important for you, but you think your rules is better than YouTube rules. That's not how it works. You're going to make it a lot worse itself. And not only that, in the future, you will lose your 10 million subs. It will happen in the future one way or another because it might happen which year it is. Because I know you reach more than 10 million. I'm pretty sure you will. I know you will. And probably next furthermore, other part years, say which numbers it is, and you'll eventually reach, much more than 10 million. But here's the main situation from that. You gotta listen towards the guidelines on YouTube. Otherwise, YouTube officials will stop you and they'll tell you time to delete this channel. Because I know you've been like selling a lot of plushies and a lot of opportunities for everyone to sell. That's cool. But your channel, I don't think so. You gotta be really, really wise of everything you're making on the process of your videos. You can't do something that's completely harmful or attackment, like attacking towards to innocent people. And not only that, exposement as well too. Those things should never ever appear in your videos. No, it should never appear about that. Because what will happen? What will happen if you've been doing this every time what you're making? Because number one, you might see some people in the comments will tell you, I am going to get you, I'm going to get your channel IP banned. And number two, this channel should have never been existed. And number three, I'm going to get you arrested. Some comments will tell you those. Some comments, yes. But they know about danger or what you're creating or what you're making, everything. Because attacking on Baymax is completely out of line. Way out of line itself. When I say before in my last time video, SML needs to be careful what they're creating, but it turns out they're not listening. That is definitely leaning towards your channel going to be terminated again, or even worse, IP banned. YouTube officials probably won't handle this anymore because you're making something that's bad. Not good videos, just bad ones. Got to be very careful about this. If you don't, lose your channel, then do something that's completely normal things on your videos. Sure, we see Jeffy. We see him being times about AKA random things itself. That's good. But playing as Junior is definitely way too far. Way too far means you're doing something that's completely bad. Because we like Jeffy. Yes, we do. We like him. But as Junior, he made a bad decision itself. Because Logan, you play as him all the time. And what you're doing for yourself like that, lean towards the bad decisions. Dude, that's not okay. No, it's not. Because you need to know of the guidelines about safety. Safety means a trusted safety team will look at your videos and will get it demonetized. Or what you did was not okay. Not okay at all. And it would certainly give you the warnings about what you create. Because sure, your channel is definitely highest and good and everything, but the trust safety team be like, uh-uh. They'll tell you otherwise. They give you the message telling you, please do the right correction of the rules. Because if you don't, they'll tell you, we'll get it terminated immediately. YouTube officials and YouTube trust safety team are watching us. Each YouTubers, they understand the rules. But you, Logan, need to do the same. You need to do the same way how other people make. And they do it respectfully of the rules on YouTube, everything around. Because attacking on Baymax is completely wrong. At Disneyland, California, inside the employee who's a costume pretending to be as Baymax. And you attack an actor as the creator of Baymax as well too. That's wrong, dude. And it costs a lot of money. It does cost a lot of money because you shouldn't attack the employments at Disneyland. That's completely wrong. And also, they will sue you for that. They'll sue you and probably go to jail for that too as well. You should let it go. You should be like, okay, you saw him. Cool. Then you're supposed to move on. You're supposed to move on and not attack Baymax and the creator of an acting creator too as well. But you decided to do it anyways. That's not smart at all. That's very risky and also completely not smart to do that at all. And also, it can actually get you banned from Disneyland, California. It will get you banned. You get kicked out means you're banned. You never come back on Disneyland, California anymore. Until like say, yeah, it will take you the longest time to get it back. It's extremely high. Very, very high at over tours to Disneyland. It's not cheap at all. It's really, really expensive. Really expensive to go there. So, Logan, you made a bad mistake, dude. You made a bad mistake of creating that video. That was not right. Of tagging called Baymax itself. And you could leave it alone. But instead, you made a video anyways, and you decided to use Junior to start to attack two employees. Those are employees at Disneyland. They're not real. They're role plays as employments. Employees means they, introduce the kids, introduce everyone else. Like, to AKA, look everyone. Not go ahead and go over there, start to attack this, start attack that, and think that's going to make things better? No. Absolutely not. It hurts everyone from that. It hurts everyone. That's not a good idea at all for that type of behavior, what you just done. Not a good idea at all. Because you do know what comes to riskable things at Disneyland, right? They'll know what that's you. They will know that you just done that towards to those employees, and you'll eventually be wanted at Disneyland itself. If you decide to come back, they will arrest you. Yes, you'll be arrested. Go into jail in around California, and you eventually realized what you did was really wrong. Because, dude, you need to understand that type of mistake video was terrible. Terrible and also not rightful thing to do. You need to realize and please Please be careful. A lot of people see your videos. A lot of people do. And if you see something's not right, your channel will be in towards termination again. Because you remember what happened to your other channels back in the past. And your SML one will probably be the same direction as well. So this is definitely your last chances to be on YouTube, because YouTube officials or YouTube and YouTube Trend Safety team probably put an important talk about your channel. They probably will. I don't know if they decide to say you would keep your channel or put it to an end. It's their decision. They start to judge about it, because you need to know they are powerful than you. They're powerful. So they probably put a message on you about that video you just did, because over tours to Disneyland is extremely expensive and the highest community in the world too as well. So you went on some rides and stuff like that. That's cool and everything. But you went after Baymax was not a good idea. No. No, no, no. No. That was a terrible thing to do, dude. Terrible thing. You're supposed to leave them alone. But instead, you decided to do something that's extremely riskable direction of your own life. You could have been 100% in jail for that, because now you're wanted over there. Playing as Junior, not supposed to attack employment. Not supposed to attack them. That is definitely a wrong thing to do. Very, very, very wrong thing. So now it's going to happen to you and your channel again. What will happen to your channel? You reach 10 million subscribers. How cool, right? It won't last. I don't know. It might last more longer you expected, but if you make another bad video again, they will say that your channel will be deleted tomorrow or deleted towards next month. Because you got to be careful, dude. You got to be careful. You need to. Because attacking over there at Disneyland was way too far. Way too far. That means it cost them a lot of bruises in the hospital. And not only that, you got to pay them for, like, saying a lot of money for that and apologize. Yes, you got to apologize what you did. Give them important messages. Give them important things, like email to them and send them over to the hospital. Why you decided to attack them. And give them an example about that. And say, I'm sorry I did my terrible actions, and you keep on giving them good comments and positive directions as well too. Because, Logan, that was not a good idea to do that on those two employees. You're supposed to say, hi, how's it going? Stuff like that. Pleased to meet you. And you say your name and stuff like that. And then they'll say, okay, that's a cool name. Glad to meet you. That means you actually have to, AKA, be nice. Be nice. Not to be mean, not to attacking them. Always be nice. And be respectful in Disneyland. Because if you don't, you're kicked out, you're banned from Disneyland for a long time. Like, we don't know, you might get your unbanned back, but unless you apologize to employments and the securities and the main officials from Disneyland, they might think about it, bring you back. if they want to or not. It's their choice. That's how we must be careful what we're doing in Disneyland. Not to attack employees, not supposed to attack them. Or any employments who make, going to rides or other things as well too from different areas. Always be nice. Always. So, Logan, this is a warning as well. Don't do that ever again. Don't. Because you might end up in jail. Yes. You end up locked up. And you realize was really a bad idea and very wrong. Let's hope you understand this. And YouTube officials are watching you. Well, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Please like to subscribe and turn on the notification and make it more posts and videos. This is Richard Moulton for signing off. Goodbye.